To Espresso Bongo and Chariots of Freon from high energy memorabilia. That's how I know that you're there. Thought zones lit up like a neon rainforest, perfectly unexploded before the first drop of the electrical storm falls. We ride on the murders of cooks by waiters. We ride on the incantations, the poets, the painters. We write in our books, the swirl of the pastels, the elegance against our tattered look. If one could compose oneself to go out diagonally like an Art Deco cruise ship off a linear South Beach, if one could breathe fire into fire, or fireworks into a troubadour, from onset to on again, screaming, dribbling fearlessly to the old whiners in leftover pantsuits, surely ignoring this bloody, merry-haired madman. All right, as long as we have our reserve prompt amount batteries and the dreamscape we invoke, never tiring of flavors of sherbet, refusing on retiring, somewhere between colorless despair and the sunbursts fathoming of violet marine relaxation, you rule the depths of this domain. That's about being on a double-decker bus. We work for this ketchup-colored company, which matches taxi cabs. And I imagined the villain was on this T-shirt, the diabolical hot dog. So I made the diabolical hot dog the villain. Okay, ready? I come to comment and show that I relish the opportunity to offer my services as the word painter working in condiments, often spinning through axes on double-decker after double-decker past the DHL Army or taxis collected. Old jerseys went the way of Jersey license plates, which were spelled out chromatically in pale American cheese. The pretzel pleaded not salty. Must I, said Ronald McDonald to the Burger King, I want to subtract you, just when you thought that you deserved a fat promotion. For his birthday, the hot dog wore a diabolical hot sauce in the ketchup and mustard colored pavilion. That's why we're all here. We're all work for the diabolical hot dog. Slaves in mustard and ketchup hue colors hungered for the chili bowl. You have to turn down your blood pressure before it turns itself off. An inanimate object, subject matter, the subject is the bladder, subject scatter, inanimate subject scatter. The promotional pull ended on this poet's 40th birthday. Inanimate objects scatter. We all work for the diabolical. We all work for the diabolical hot dog. Since it's 9/11, you know, it's also coming up on Katrina, so I haven't had much time to read about Katrina. That's memory too. Go ahead, loot my brain like it was post-Hurricane New Orleans. I can give it freely and then restock my Kmart with more. Emergency Walmart closing, emergency Walmart opening, Mississippi drowning, Mississippi sinking. The marshmallow cookie is about to come apart or stay whole and take float. Will and saving grace, as prices rise, floating away on the top of the super poem. Zombies tailgating at the zombie dome, floating away atop the super poem. Zombies have been hired by the federal government to help rebuild the naked smoking gun, a situation comedy, raw newsage, associated mess. The outer shell is not chocolate, but curves and undulating slopes, and is mega connected to the Hulk. And inside were hordes of the abandoned, ready to be expunged, a huge jellyfish overfilled with eczema. But more concrete, the bulk, come apart, super safe. The Titan, under stressor, unbecomes himself again. Like human guinea pigs in a photographic circus in the sweltering heat. President blush, here comes Baton Rouge. Siamese president's grin, touring to raise funds for hurricane and flood victims. Here comes President blush. Traffica, here comes President and Mrs. Tush. While the traditional baby sleeps on a comforter sparkled by suns before an assembled press corps. He had to crawl out of Crawford. Here comes the executive in relief. After all, crosses were everywhere in more than a few states. The whole world was affected. Cuban physicians were rejected. Sean Kanye was offended. Presidents, bankheads, and oil consumers are totally connected. The tropical aftermath, the catastrophe-domes, the Bushes, Tushes, the Astros, Castros, Haley Barber, Kathleen Blanco.